EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The first of three on this fine Sunday. It is Super Wild Card Weekend, and off we go on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 2. It's another run here for Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. That is intercepted. Still on the move. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll go play action with Nix. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That is caught to the goal line and in. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Denver.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. A first down throw for Jackson. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Now, right on the heels of the pick 6, he is intercepted. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the 2nd round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a first-rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. In motion comes Andrews. On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. In motion comes Walker. Second down, Jackson. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. One quarter in the books in round one of these AFC playoffs. It's the Broncos with the early lead. We'll be back in Baltimore.
Quick, ready?
Third and a yard. In motion comes Andrews. They'll try to run for it with Mitchell. He will have a Ravens first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on third and a yard.
Go ahead.
In motion comes Walker.
Go.
Play action now. Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Go ahead.
They send a receiver in motion left. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up third and a yard. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson up top again. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. They'll motion over Flowers.
Hey, Ozzy, set up. Cut.
To the air one more time with Jackson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Tight end going in motion here. Jackson now on second down. And this will be incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
DC, ready?
Third and long. They'll motion over Flowers.
Ready, shot? No, we changed it. Hey, report.
Third and long for Jackson. And he'll take it on in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. Tucker for the point after. He's got it. And the Ravens are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Mims sent in motion here. Nix now on first and 10. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Ravens has it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to...
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On second down, it's Nix. Now he'll run it.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Nix. Here's a screen set up to Williams. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Cook. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down. From the gun, Jackson. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Hey, middle. Go ahead.
Back to throw, Jackson. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
Jackson now. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Yo. Hey. Hey, Ozzy. 13.
Throwing Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
It's on. Yo. You change it. Hey, Ozzy. Sit up.
They'll motion over Flowers.
Right.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
A 59-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Throw it. Nix. That's going to be caught by Gray. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. Spotted at the 45, this is a 55-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos move out in front, 20-17.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Report. Middle. You. Right shot. No, we changed it.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Going up top and looking for Andrews. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Ravens 17.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Run it quick.
Here's first and 10.
Hey, report. Report. Ready, shot.
A tight end in motion now.
Ready, shot. Ready. Ready, shot. Hey. Sit up.
A first down throw for Jackson. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it'll bring up second down.
No, we changed it. Ready.
In motion comes Andrews.
You at X. Sit up.
Second down. Jackson. Quick throw, taken in. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. In motion comes Walker. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll be third down.
These are game-changing opportunities, Mike. And at this level, when you have a wide receiver that open downfield, you've got to connect. And in this case, he just flat out missed them. And we're talking about a massive play had they connected. But instead, that's a mistake he's going to wish he had back.
He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. He is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. To throw is Jackson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
This one complete downfield to Walker. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it at the 8. First down and goal. In motion comes Andrews. Again, it's Jackson. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16. First down was not very good. Here's second and goal.
Yo.
On play action, here's Jackson. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Throw across his body is complete. He is in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Extra point try now for Tucker. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate.
That is caught back corner of the end zone. Troy Franklin. And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. So ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line.
You change it. Hey, Ozzy, shut up. Report. Shut up.
Jackson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end.
This is a great look here, Mike, when you have a very versatile tight end, the ability to move him around. He's like the ultimate chess piece. In this snap, he's lined up in the slot. His ability to get downfield and use that big body. When you're going against these zone defenses, oftentimes that's the vulnerability of the coverage. The ball was on time, the ball was accurate, and then his big tight end, he just did the rest.
And he's into the end zone. Kez Walker, touchdown Ravens.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw for Nix. This one intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
A pickup of 14 on that ball. Good for a Raven first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second?
In motion comes Walker. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. In motion comes Walker. From the gun, Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 2nd and 7.
Hey, report! Report! 180! 180 shot! 180! 180 shot! Go. You change it.
In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll go left side here and complete this one. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Hey! You are X. Shut up!
Now it's Jackson. Now he'll run. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 10.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Hey, middle.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion right. Nick snap on 1st and 10. And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds.
Little indecision by the quarterback there, Mike. Do I buy time and throw it downfield, or do I tuck it and become a runner? That's what he's thinking. I think he made the final call a little bit too late, and all he could do was get back to the original line of scrimmage.
They send the tight end in motion. 2nd down. Nix. Short pass taken in by the tight end. 15 yards on the catch and run for the 1st down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And he is going to score a pick-6 for the touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their 2nd pick-6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick-6, but to get 2 pick-6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They bring their tight end right. Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens will take over at their own 14-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he'll get to about the 15, and that's it. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. In motion comes Andrews. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down.
Go. Let's go.
In motion comes Andrews. Jackson from the gun on third down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. Now a give on the ground, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Shot. Shot. Shot.
They'll stick with him again. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that ball. Whoa! They'll come up for first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. They'll come up now for second down. Throwing is Nix. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
13.
A first down throw for Jackson. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
A short game, down to the 7. Now here's second and goal. A handoff as they try to run it here. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here at home as the number 2 seed.